I do that every week. What you mean? I do that every week. We back, baby. Week 6 is in the books. Listen, let me tell you something. That that Bill Jets game was something serious. But listen, welcome back to the party, Brees Hall. Give it up for Brees Hall. Brees Hall came back to the party. We needed you. I was getting nervous because I'm rocking with that man this year. You know what I'm saying? And it was looking a little. It was looking a little shaky, maybe. I got nervous, but we back. Anyways, welcome back. It's your boy, the savvy one. We back in this. Don't say the B word. You can't cuss on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, YouTube. I be breaking all y'all over. I don't. Don't say that out loud. Don't say that out loud. I really don't be trying to, but you know, it's football. It's passionate. I say cuss words sometimes. Don't judge me. All right, we gonna jump right into this thing. I don't got everything pulled up over here. I'm not gonna waste y'all time today, cause you ain't even gonna believe what time it is. I'll probably slip in here a couple of times. I done took me a nap and did all that. It's late/early over here, but we getting it done. We gonna jump right into those big dogs, superstars who came to play this week. We call them platform superstars over here on this platform. Y'all give it up for the platform superstars one time before we even get into it. Caleb, ladies and gentlemen, you guys pay attention. It's Caleb Williams' first cameo on Sports Savvy Podcast Network. That boy Caleb Williams is here. Listen. Caleb. Hold on, wait. I think he first on that list. Yep, that's the sleeper list. Appreciate you. Let me see, what's this? That is this is the old OG nope. Yes, that is the old OG special over there. Oh, look. There's Caleb Williams again, number 3. Bam. Let's slide over to that, bam. Oh, look. There's Caleb. Every week we got one. This week it's y'all give it up for Caleb Williams one more time. That's a rookie. I'm just saying, that's a rookie. We thought it was over for the Bears. We was like, DeAndre Swift is trash. Roma Dunze is not the rookie we thought he was. Keelan Allen is old. We was watching them boys. Look at Caleb Williams. Appreciate you. So now that we got all 3 of these lists up already, we just gonna run through them real quick. I ain't gonna waste y'all time. Like I said, Caleb Williams, that boy came to play. We back on the sleeper app. That's the blue one. Appreciate you. Baker Mayfield. Damn it, Baker Mayfield. You the one for me this year. So y'all, when I say that, right, for the last 3 weeks, I've been like, I'm still not a Baker Mayfield fan, but he is balling. I can't even sit over here and act like Baker Mayfield not balling for real. Also, Baker Mayfield's on all these lists also. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, Baker Mayfield, Caleb Williams, both on all these lists. Appreciate that. Baker Mayfield's balling. And we need to start. Well, I'm not trying to hear it, okay? I need to give Baker Mayfield his credit, okay? It's me. It's not him, it's me. He's not it. But he is. He's definitely it right now. The numbers say that it's Baker Mayfield's show in this bitch. Chris Godwin. Appreciate you. In the sleeper app, he got a cold 35 on y'all ass. That boy Jordan Love. Now, that don't mean a lot over here for me, but there are other spots. Got 34.62. And then here's the real surprise of the weekend. That boy Sean Tucker. Listen, the Buccaneers scored 50 points this week. we about to stop acting like the Buccaneers offense isn't here. I will say this. They do have a loss. They do have 2 losses. One of them is to that great Denver Broncos defense. That Denver Broncos defense is great this year. The other is to those Blackbirds. Appreciate you. But it was a shootout, though, so I'm not going to act like... Oh. I'm not going to act like we dog walked them or nothing. Like, we was losing a lot of that game, so we had to come back. Sean Tucker, 14 carries, 136 yards, 1 touchdown. Yes, 3 catches, 56 yards, another one. Y'all give it up for Sean Tucker. There's your, I guess every week you got to expect the unexpected. I guess I've been saying that. But that is your sleeper app. We will slide right back to the OG special, Chris Godwin. There he is again. He's not going to make the list on the Savvy League. I'm just not nice to receivers. I need more strategy. It's easy to draft 92. I'm 5-1 in the Olive Garden League because I drafted 5 of the best receivers in fantasy right now. Like, I had Rashee Rice. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown. I have Drake London. I have Brian Thomas Jr. Like, okay, 4. But still, like, Kyron Williams is my running back. Like, Jordan Mason I had on the pickup. The Broncos defense, like, Chris Boswell, like the kicker. Kickers be kicking, but still, like, that kicker be kicking good. So, anyways, Chris Godwin. Baker Mayfield doing good. Somebody got to eat, right? Followed by Sean Tucker. Like, because, you know, catches, 3 catches, they worth more over there. And there's that boy again, Caleb Williams. Yep. I'll give it up to Caleb Williams, man. Like, he was on waivers. People was mad. That boy Vernie picked him up. The Jaguars. That's the team I need to be pooping on right now because Trevor Lawrence ain't it. I mean, he is. He's just not playing like it. Like, I saw him in college. I saw him in his first. He's it. He just need to pull up. Where you at, Trevor Lawrence? Joe Mixon, welcome back to the party. Joe Mixon, y'all give it up for Joe Mixon for being hurt last week and the week before that, but he came back and did his thing this week. So, there you go. And that boy Baker Mayfield, once again, is number 5 over there, followed by, I'm not going to show it, but Jordan Love, number 6. Not my quarterback in this league. Doesn't matter as much. However, move over to this, the Savvy League, and you see Caleb Williams, Sean Tucker, Baker Mayfield, and Jordan Love. Because quarterbacks. And that boy Brock Purdy slid in here and made the top 5 too. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your platform superstars for the week of week 6. Y'all go ahead and clap it up for the boys one more again. Appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We moving and grooving. I'm getting right into this thing. Like, the further I go into the season, the better it flows, you know? So, not wasting any more time. We about to get right into it. All right. On to the old Sleepy Deep. That is the sleeper app where I lost. But that's okay. Like, so I have to say this every week. I had to become okay with the fact that things might not go the way you want to in your first year in this dynasty shit. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say I'm on a 2 or 3 game losing streak right now. And, but I'm still figuring it out. Like, I got some stuff in the works, but like I said, I'm not about to sit over here and act like, no, I don't want that. I want last week's matchup. Why are you making this hard for me? Oh, there it is. Why is it in that kind of box now? I don't like it. Anyways, I'll just go over it. I'll fix all that later on. 141.06 to 89.60. As you can see, we will rendezvous right through this real fast because there's not a lot going on over here. I started Kirk Cousins this week. It didn't work out, but that's okay because it will. So the Falcons, real fast, 4-2, leading the NFC South. By the way, appreciate you. You know why? Because we beat Baker Mayfield, which y'all don't like. I say it out loud, and I'm like, we beat Baker Mayfield. It's a big deal, bro. Like the Buccaneers on offense, it might be the best team in our division on offense. Now that defense, or maybe our offense is just as good and our defense is like right where theirs is, but we right there with them boys. Desmond Ridder was the problem last year. Nothing else has changed except for a couple of people on offense. Nothing else has changed. Anyways, Saquon, down day at the office. No big deal. Deontay Foreman, also a down day at the office. Less of a big deal. Nick Chubb is on the way back. And your boy drafted Nick Chubb because Nick Chubb near and dear to my heart because he, yep. Anyways. Jamar Chase, I don't care if Jamar Chase scores negative 19 points. He's going to be in my lineup. He's going to be in my lineup. I tried to stack Ray McCloud with Kirk Cousins. It didn't work. He didn't really throw that much. I mean, he did. He threw 30 times. Didn't he? Yeah, Kirk Cousins threw 30. He only completed 19 of them things, though. So it was a down week for the passing week over there. Unless your name is Kyle Pitts, because you haven't really been doing anything, so you got your little 10 points. Xavier Legette. Welcome back to the party, sir. That boy Andy Dalton. Let me see if I can slide down here. Did I mess up? I dropped Andy Dalton. That's what I did. Yep, that's what happened. And he had better week than Kirk Cousins, but he won't always have a better week than Kirk Cousins. And he might not even always be starting over there. So, but I don't see Michael Penix starting this year unless Kirk Cousins get hurt. That's just me, though. Jalen Polk, I believe that better days are ahead for Jalen Polk because Drake Maye's starting quarterback in New England now. So we've been waiting. As a matter of fact, Drake Maye started this week and got some decent points. He threw 3 interceptions. It was his first start. Of course, he threw 3 interceptions. He went against the Houston Texans defense. He's going to throw interceptions against good defense. But he also threw 3 touchdowns. People like Keyshawn Boutte was relevant this week. A lot of y'all probably don't even know who that is. Former standout LSU wide receiver. But he was relevant this week. I went out on a limb with Lil Jordan Humphrey. Also didn't work. And my defensive players did not come to the party like they normally come to the party. But they still did their thing. Like Bobby Wagner had 12 tackles. Jeez, take the wheel. Nick Cross be doing Nick Cross stuff. But I only scored 89 points this week. But, when your superstars have what's considered, like Jamar Chase has scored 40 over here. Saquon has scored 35. So when Jamar scores 12 and Saquon scores 7, really the rest of my team's in rebuild mode. I'm just waiting for some pieces to come together and get consistent. Because if I can get Saquon and Nick Chubb and Jamar Chase and Xavier Worthy and Xavier Legette, Team Xavier over here, by the way, Xavier Worthy, Xavier Legette. We're going to call this Professor X Squared. That's my new team name after I put this video out. I'm not going to change it right now because I want you guys to see the video and then go back to the team and see the team name because I'm going to do all that together. Also, this guy's team is really stacked. He did 1,876 trades before the season even started, and it all worked out for him because he's got Kyler Murray, Chuba Hubbard, Tony Pollard, CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Rashid Shaheed, Dalton Kincaid, Darnell Mooney. I want to trade him for Darnell Mooney. Might take Darnell Mooney. That's the stack you want with Kirk Cousins, is Darnell Mooney. Might work that in. His defensive players haven't been showing up all year. I kind of been looking at that throughout the league to make sure that I've been in the right place. But he is loaded on offense. We traded for all this. I wish I could see his draft picks right now because he got a gang of them to get out. Or he lost a gang of them to get this team that he has now. But he scored 140 points. That's a want to win right now team though. So that's 141 0.06 to 89.60. I am starting to move around in the trade market in the Dynasty League because that's how you get good. You got to make some sacrifices. And especially in Dynasty because it's 14 teams. It's deep, deep, deep. I'm sitting there with Deontay Foreman and Ray McLeod in my lineup. Like, respectfully. Like, willing to bet most of y'all don't do 14-team leagues. Like, it's my first one. So I'm not even going to say like I'm not with y'all. But, like, the depth in this league for this losing record that I'm building over time is actually helping. It's actually helping the success of my other two leagues where I am 5-1 and 4-2 respectively. We're about to get to those on the other side of this break. But I got some stuff moving around over here. Like I ain't gonna say I'm comfortable with losing. Never, ever. I hate that feeling with a passion. So don't forget to write that down when you guys see this losing streak and I'm just over here comfortable when I'm like 3-7 or 2-8 or whatever the case may be. It's because we on the rebuild. I'm gonna figure some stuff out, and you know, the lower you finish in the league, the higher your draft pick is. Plus, I'm probably gonna have 6 or 7 draft picks by the time I get done trading next year. We finna build some stuff over here. And these guys really want certain people off my team, so we're gonna let them shop. You heard me? But we 2-4, sliding on down in the rankings or whatever. My team's not built to win right now, so it is a startup dynasty. It will be built to win at some point, so get ready for that. Anyways, that's me being extra. It's time for that first break, ladies and gentlemen, because I have been talking to you for about 17 minutes now. So we're going to take that first one, and then when I come back, we got 2 more platforms to go over what those matchups look like this week. So y'all stay tuned. We back, and you know I told you today I'm not wasting any of your time, so we about to jump right into it. Be nice to me. I know you see me over there in the window. That old OG special, Steve, and everybody else in the Olive Garden League. Steve. Yes, I did only score 115 points. But if that's more than my opponent scored, we in it, baby. Appreciate you. I haven't scored under triple digits since week 1, where Amon-Ra St. Brown and Drake London did not come to the party. But every week since then, they both have been coming to the party, except Amon-Ra had a bye. So we on a 5-game winning streak. Y'all clap it up for the 5-game winning streak. I will continue to remind this entire league I am on a mission. I went 4-10 my first year. I went 7-7 my second year. I'm definitely trying to make sure I get more than 7 wins this year. Nope. I'm not being stopped from at least I'm getting in the dance this year, fellas. And Pilar. I'm getting in that. So I'm doing my best to get in that bitch. And this week, so I'm 5-1. I'm the 2nd ranked team in the league. Guess who I faced this week? Number 1. Come see me in Duval, top shotter. It's about that time that we cross paths. Because you're the best team in the league, and I need to see what my team gonna look like up against yours. Appreciate that. So, anyways, back to this breakdown. 115.56 to 106.36 against my boy Steve. I now have victories against Steve in both leagues, and I play him twice in both leagues. So he get to get his get back if he can get it. So, but we're going to go over why he only scored 106 points in this breakdown right now. Anyways, Joe Flacco. Y'all give it up for Joe Flacco. Flacco. Flacco ain't really do nothing for me for real this week. Like, but he scored more points than Kyler Murray. The Cardinals. Let's talk about that Green Bay defense real fast. Actually, we won't. We'll come back to that. Jordan Mason. Another pedestrian week at the office. Jordan Mason is an RB2 because he don't catch the ball like Christian McCaffrey. That is what I've realized, and that is okay because we got an RB1. We had an RB1 this week in the form of Tyrone Tracy Jr. Appreciate y'all give it up for Tyrone Tracy Jr. If you don't know who that is, go do your research. That is the backup running back for the New York Giants. Devin Singletary was out, who I also have. Tyrone Tracy Jr. was just on waivers because, you know, he's a backup for the New York Giants. Like, we don't believe that the New York Giants are anything decent this year. However, that same Bengals offense that got in that shootout with Baltimore only scored 17 against that Giants defense. So I just, like, there will be another rant this month about the defenses and the quality of defense and the lack of respect that defenses get in this league. There will be another rant. The Sun God, welcome back off by, which cool old 13.7. Appreciate you. Brian Thomas Jr. had a down week. I told y'all about that Bears passing defense last week. However, when you're a wide receiver one, you go in the lineup. You just gotta. Amon-Ra St. Brown scored 2.3 in the first week of the season. Drake London scored like 4. They were both in the lineup. I mean, yeah, I lost, but you can't. Who you putting in over those boys? There is a little nugget for the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are really good against number 1 receivers. Not very good against number 2s. Because even though the Sun God got him a cool 13, that boy J-Mo was on the bench, got more than that. So, Sam Laporta. Y'all give it up for Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta is here. Welcome back to the party. Yeah, it was one long catch. That probably did most of the damage. But that boy scored double-digit fantasy points, and that's all I need out of my tight end. With the way this team look right now, I need 15 points from my quarterback. I need 12 points from my tight end. I'm good everywhere else. If I can keep getting those consistent numbers, we gonna win about 10 or 11 games this year. So, and don't forget about that boy Drizzy. Y'all, Drizzy get a real clap. Ain't nobody pulled up this year more than Drizzy. A.K.A. Drake London, A.K.A. Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night, Drizzy. Yeah, that boy Drizzy is here. Top 10 Drizzy. How about that? Write that down when I say top 10 Drizzy. Appreciate that, Kirk Cousins. That Broncos defense had a divisional matchup this week, so they only got me 2 points. However, it wasn't negative points, and it didn't cause me to lose, so I'm okay with that. It is the best defense that was available out there, and they play the Jaguars this week. I want to say that they play the Jaguars this week, or that may be the Patriots that play the Jaguars. They play the Saints, whose offense is doing this right now. Because Derek Carr's hurt. They starting a rookie. Like, Spencer Rattler slinging that thing. Don't get me wrong. And he's swaggy, too. He's swaggy Radley, you know? Like, but he's a rookie still. And rookies are mistake prone. And that equals fantasy points. So we're going to rock with that. Chris Boswell, kickers be kicking, but he kicked for 17 good ones. And I needed it because 5.7 from Brian Thomas Jr., 2 from the defense, 9 from Jordan Mason. So, equals 115.56. Appreciate you. Equals 5-1. Steve is going through the Jonathan Taylor saga. He does have Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor has not been on the field. I would say he was going through something else, but he's not, except that Marvin Harrison Jr. growth. Because ever since that second week of the season, I think the second week of the season he snapped, he hasn't really been doing anything for real. Back to that Green Bay defense as I start with Kyler Murray and his 11.96 fantasy points. Yes, Kyler Murray is one of the better fantasy quarterbacks in the league for the simple fact that he has wheels. So they took his wheels off, and he was just a quarterback yesterday. Rico Dowdle is the number 1 running back in Dallas. That's not saying much these days. Next week, things that we saw coming. We're going to talk about that. Or things that I saw coming, because it's going to be some stuff I saw coming that you guys probably are going to say that I didn't see coming or that you guys didn't see coming. I want to go over those things. I might want to do a small top 10 redraft also in the future. These ideas are popping into my head right now. Anyways, Chase Brown. Chase Brown may be the 1A in a two-headed monster backfield. He's getting more work and he's becoming more consistent over the weeks. It kind of makes me a little bit sad because I drafted him, and this is what happens. This may be one of the first situations where I'm watching players that did good on my team do good on other people's teams, and it doesn't bother me for the simple fact that my team's still doing good. So, like last year, I had injuries. Injuries get me every time. 2 years ago when I first started in this league, Chris Godwin was supposed to be that thing. He got hurt. I don't even remember who got hurt last year, but I had a squad. This year, nobody's hurt. That's not true. I had Rashee Rice. I didn't even say that. Like, you guys are going to forget that I had Rashee Rice in this league because of Amon-Ra St. Brown, Drake London, Brian Thomas Jr., Jameson Williams, Kyron Williams, Jordan Mason, Anthony Richardson is coming. I also picked up Drake May just in case he popped off, and he did. So, you never know. You never know. You got to go on a limb sometimes. Jaden Reed. I really would love shares of Jaden Reed in one of these leagues. Preferably the one I have Jordan Love in. But as long as I have Jordan Love. Like, Jordan Love is the new Brett Favre over there. Like, what I said, Marvin Harrison Jr., growing pains, absolutely no fantasy points for that man this week. He did get hurt, but he did start the game. So, I'm not looking at it right in front of me. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to pull it up right here just to make sure, just to see. Let me see how many targets that man had this week. He had 2 targets before he got hurt. So, like, he was on the field. Not his fault that Green Bay's defense is better than we want to give it credit for. And it was a home game for Green Bay, too. Imagine being up by 20 and having Dalton Kincaid to go on Monday nights. Josh Allen's number 1 receiver this year until Keon Coleman gets going. Because last night I saw about 7-8 more targets go Keon's way. So, yeah. Let me look through here real fast. I'm trying to find Keon Coleman. I just want to do a reference check. He only had 4 targets, but he's around 4 or 5 targets a game every week. Dalton Kincaid's the leading target getter, I do believe. AJ Brown is back, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for AJ Brown. We don't want nobody to be hurt. We just want people to come out and put these numbers up for us. We appreciate that. Like, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith come back for the Eagles, turn them into a whole different team. They did only score 20 points still, though. So, like, let them get back in rhythm before we start just crowning them, because they still got to see the Commanders. Yes, it is the Commanders that are running the NFC East right now. Football has flip-flopped. We'll talk about that. That's going to be... We'll come back to it. That Bears defense that I was just talking about. The Jaguars are who they used to be. So start your people on both sides of the ball against the Jaguars. Offense and defense / special teams. And kickers be kicking. Jake Elliott is one of them boys. Got him a cool 09. To equal 106.36. To equal L. Sorry, Steve. I'm on a roll, and I kind of love it. But, yeah, we 5-1. We're doing good. I played the top person in the league this week, so we're going to figure out who really at the top of this. See who can put these matchups together the best. Although he's been scoring like 140 a week. Like, I think I averaged the 3rd or 4th most points in this league. But you just got to win with the matchup that's in front of you. So that's what I did. But anyways, on to the... Ow! That's me I get for trying to dance. and I'm going to keep on dancing. Y'all stop playing with me. Anyway, oh, that's not funny? I thought it was funny. Anyways, on the old Savvy Special. That's me, by the way. Appreciate you. Where we are also getting on a roll over here in a totally different scoring format and a totally different platform, in my opinion. You see that score. That boy is scoring 100 and something points consistently already. Yeah, we trying to win titles. Maybe I can win 2. And I can have 2 titles. I'll just rest them on my biceps. I got goals and aspirations, baby. I haven't won a title in so long. One of these leagues got to give me something. You hear me? 110.9 to 78.9. David, I spent a lot of time losing to you. You my boy, you know, you my best friend, my best man in my wedding and all that. I love you to death, but boy, I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna say I enjoyed it. Like, once the Jaguars played, I kind of knew I had it in the bag. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all what he said after the game. That boy was jumping in the chat. I think it's the last message in the. Nope. Let me go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. Oh, there it is. That boy said all Jag players are up for trade. I might go take that whole backfield. The best thing they got going is Tank Bigsby and them boys over there. Like, so I don't know. I've been thinking about it, but I'm also pretty loaded at running back, so maybe not. Let's talk about it. Bam, there it is. Jordan Love. Appreciate that boy, Jordan Love. Jordan Love doing what Jordan Love do. He's officially back in the top 10 at quarterback. Appreciate you. Another 30-point performance. J.K. Dobbins. We just gonna be clapping for everybody today, everybody. Appreciate that, J.K. Appreciate that, J.K. He came back off by and did what he was supposed to do against that Denver defense. Which is why they only scored 2 points. Just saying. Jordan Mason, like I said, another pedestrian day at the office. Brandon Ayuk is going on the bench until further notice. Because I have enough receivers to where I don't got to go through these problems. Like, it's not causing me to lose. Like, I'm still scoring between 95 and 110 points every week. And I'm on a 3-game winning streak. But it is causing me to be concerned that somebody might clip me. Like, I scored 110 this week, and that was like the 4th or 5th highest in the league. So if I was playing somebody else, I could have took an L. And we don't like those. So, until further notice. Meanwhile, that boy Terry McLaurin is locked in. Top 15 wide receiver. Appreciate that. Probably one of the better trades I'm going to do this year. So, Terry McLaurin and J-Mo over here. That's what y'all about to get. Also, J-Mo plays the Vikings this week. We know what's about to happen over there. Tucker Kraft had a down day at the office, which is to be expected. It's tight end. Kyle Pitts will be back in the lineup, and then he will have a down day, and Tucker Kraft will go off on the bench. That is the nature of the tight end business this year. Y'all see I put that boy Breece Hall in the flex. Breece Hall scored all those points with no touchdown. I don't know what they did over there, but it involved getting Breece Hall the ball a lot, and Garrett Wilson a lot. So we like those, even though they lost in that thrilling game to Josh Allen and them boys. Josh Allen, appreciate you. And that Broncos defense, we talked about that. They only got 2 points because they could not. Pat Surtain got hurt. So receivers started to get off over there. Riley Moss is cool, but he only like a second-year player. That's the other corner. Yeah. If anybody didn't know, the other corner to Pat Surtain is Riley Moss. Like we know Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed, right? That's the 2 corners in New York. Name another corner duo. What's the corner duo that's better than Sauce and DJ Reed? Duo. Like, I know Pat Surtain is probably the best individual corner in the NFL, but Sauce got something to say about that too now. But as a duo. I don't know. Pat Surtain and Riley Moss might be up there too, like with DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner. Just me though. And kickers be kicking that boy Young Way. Got me a cool 12. Equals 110.9. David has Lamar Jackson. I tried to trade for Lamar Jackson. He won't go with Lamar Jackson. And now he needs running backs. At least one running back. I got those. He has Kareem Hunt on the bench, though. Oh, yeah, Deontay Johnson was on the bench. But his receivers didn't do bad. If he would have had, yeah. I don't know if he would have won, but Baker Mayfield on the bench with 30. He traded for Baker Mayfield this week. I don't see where he fits Baker Mayfield into his lineup unless he benches like he. Would you guys bench Lamar Jackson? Let's talk about it. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all would do. Would you bench Lamar Jackson? Travis Etienne and Tanks Bigsby started both of them, and they got shut down by that Bears defense. So equals 3 points total for two running backs. His week started out with Ken Walker. It was strong. He was winning after the Thursday game because he had Ken Walker, and then I had Jordan Mason and Brandon Ayuk, who did not score 14 together. So I thought it was a wrap. Then the Jaguars game happened, and I was like, okay, we back. Then Lamar didn't score 20, and I was like, okay, we definitely back. Welcome back, A.J. Brown. I faced him in both leagues this week. I saw that. Zay Flowers, Lamar Jackson's number one target. That Commanders secondary is trash, my opinion. Dallas Goedert, goose egg. You don't need goose eggs. If it was me, he on the bench until further notice. Not my team, though. And we talked about Tank Bigsby. That Eagles defense came through on the Browns because Deshaun Watson is trash. Anyways. And kickers be kicking, but not for very much. When you go against that Bears defense, Cam Little only got 4 points. Equals 78.9. Equals we're not having a good year if we're David. Not yet. It could be coming. Who is having a good year, though? This guy. Appreciate you. 110.9 to 78.9. That's a 3-game winning streak. We 4-2, creeping up the standings. Now we're in 4th. We were in 6th, and then 5th, and now we're in 4th. We gotta keep winning. KC, I know your team's not doing very well this year. Take this first year as a learning experience, and we're gonna get you right, my boy. We're gonna have you all up in this fantasy stuff. Like, got you. It's time for that last break. You know, I do 2 of them things every week. Y'all got the update on that team. When I come back, we're gonna go over poopy pants, lineups, rant, in that order. Stay tuned. We back. And like I said, I am not trying to waste any of your energy or time this morning. I'm not going to tell you what time it is until I get done, because you're not going to believe me. Because I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to go to work, because that's what we do around here. It is time for dun 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 dun. The old poopy pants special. I still don't know exactly how I want to name these segments. I'm working it out. I'm glad y'all working with your boy. Appreciate you. Because once I name them, then I got to do like, oh my goodness. So much goes into production. I love being a producer. Like, public service announcement. When I say I love being a producer, you see I'm filming this. So when I get done filming it, I'm going to transfer it on to my computer. And I'm going to go to work. And I'm going to get off work. And I'm going to edit that thing. It's going to take me about a half a day. So now that I've got these videos up to about 55 minutes, it takes like 12 hours to edit that much content. Like, whether you want, like, because all the stuff I put in, like, all the stuff that y'all end up seeing, like, you know, sometimes it look different every week. Sometimes the colors is different every week. None of that's on accident. Like, it keeps people interested. Like, dang, he did this different this week. Even if it's something as simple as like, dang, the brown on his skin popping way more than it did last week. You know, something simple like that. But as we navigate on through this, since I'm up to the hour mark now, we working it out. So, y'all know how I do with the poopy poos. I'm gonna pick this phone up. Oh, poopy poos. See, that's another good one. Or I can say, this was received well the first time I said it. I was like, who was looking a little shaky baby? So, we'll call them our shaky babies. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I got a lot of ideas. Like, y'all need to be commenting and helping your boy out instead of just looking at me jump around in my brain like this all day. Come on now, give me some ideas out there. You know what I'm saying? Help your boy out. I'm here for the people. Y'all heard me? Anyways, who went poopy doop? Let's look. I got to go with Brian Thomas Jr. to start and Marvin Harrison Jr. to start, both of them. That Denver defense didn't pull up the way we wanted it to. Let's see. Darnell Mooney had a down week. Dontavian Wicks once again had a down week. Let's see here now then yet. Tajay Spears only had a couple of them things. Jake Ferguson didn't do nothing. The entire Cleveland Browns offense is suspect. Let's see here. Chris Olave got hurt. Taysom Hill is irrelevant now. Tucker Kraft had a down week because we were expecting big things from Tucker Kraft, and he did not have a good week. DJ Moore had a down week. Yeah, the list. DK Metcalf again. Brandon Ayuk. I realize I hadn't said that this video yet. Welcome back to the party, Tank Dell. I'm sliding through. I know it's supposed to be poopy pants, but give it up to Tank Dell. Like, I know it took Nico getting hurt or whatever the case may be, but you're still Tank Dell. And I had Tank Dell. This is how good my team was in the Savvy League. I had Tank Dell, and I couldn't start him because I had Brandon Ayuk, who's supposed to be pretty much the 1A over there as far as wide receivers go, and J-Mo, who scored 19 points the first week in that league. So I was like, ooh, J-Mo, a real wide receiver too now. I can't say I don't wish I had Tank Dell right now to match up with Terry McLaurin. So Terry McLaurin and Tank Dell would be an unstoppable duo at the wide receiver because I got 3 good running backs. Back to the poopy pants. Isaiah Likely, Christian Kirk. Saquon. Saquon was a down performance. Like, I don't want to say that out loud, but I have to. Zach Moss for the Bengals because Chase Brown popped off and did a whole bunch of stuff, and Zach Moss did not. Jerome Ford, that Cleveland Browns offense. I'm so ready for Nick Chubb. Like, do something over there, please. Still sliding through. I'm trying to get as many of them as I can. Nope. Mike Evans had a down week. That is the Marshawn Lattimore effect. Y'all write that down. Dallas Goedert, goose egg. That Jets defense, not very good. Jaylen Warren for the Steelers, not very good. Cam Akers, not very good this week. Rashad White didn't play. Travis Etienne, the whole Jaguars. Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby. I already said Brian Thomas Jr. Did anybody start Trevor Lawrence? Yes. Trevor Lawrence didn't do too bad because he had 17 rushing yards. He did throw a pick. He threw 2 touchdowns, though. So, he made it through. Let's see here. I'm still sliding. I am still sliding right back to that Calvin Ridley. Y'all can go ahead and drop that, man. It's the man wide receiver 70. I'm just saying. Hold on to that if you want to. Let's see here now then. Pat Freiermuth. Britton Strings didn't do nothing, but that's because Evan Ingram was back, who did everything. So, there you go. James Conner, not a good week. That whole Cardinals offense got shut down by that Green Bay defense. I could rant about defenses every week. Because I know I'm just waiting. Like, when I get back to listen to my podcast, I don't listen to podcasts until after all the games are done. So, like, I'm probably going to get off of here when I get done, spark those up, and I can almost bet a check that they're going to be talking about how inept the offenses are versus
how much better defenses are scheming to make things hard for these. The quarterback rooms are getting younger, minus a few teams. So, you know, they don't want to give defense no love, and I don't like it. Geno Smith had a down week. I mean, he threw a touchdown, but also 2 picks. That's for the pass heaviest offense in the league, the Seattle Seahawks. He got to do better. And I think that I made it through the good stuff because, like I said, in my opinion, the people who go on this list are people that you probably had in your lineups and expected to do well. But sometimes you got to scroll those benches because some people sit their superstars and they do bad on the bench. So, all right, that is your poopy pants, or however you want to call it. Let's jump right into these potential lineups. Go over here to the Sleeper app and do it over here. This is pretty much going to look the same. Waiting for Nick Chubb to come back. You know, the stands, Kirk Cousins, I'm going to leave him in there. Saquon, Jamar Chase, Ray McLeod, Xavier Legette, Kyle Pitts. And you know, the flexes, they are suspect to change, but I think I'm going to leave Jalen Polk. Little Jordan Humphrey might come out, though. The defensive players are set for the most part. So, here you go. There you go. All right, now, that is that lineup. That's what we're going with. It's pretty set in stone until I get something spectacular or Nick Chubb comes back or something like that. Oh, I got Xavier Worthy coming back off a bye. He'll be in the lineup somewhere. Probably in one of those, actually probably in Ray McLeod spot, right under Jamar Chase, and I'll move Ray McLeod down. Because you got to think about it. He can't be no lower than 3 in the pecking order over there for Patrick Mahomes. Come on, Xavier Worthy. Right? Yeah. On to that OG lineup. Bam. Let's just say that we are back to full strength. Like, I don't think I have any bye weeks this week. I don't. And there's a lot of stuff happening. Like, the next time I see y'all, this team could be powerful. I mean powerful. If I'm about to drop a lot of fab. I'm just going to let y'all know that right now. I'm about to drop a lot of fab in the Olive Garden League. And we're going to see what happens. Because some of these cats is giving up early. And I ain't never gave up. Like, I was down bad last year. But 42 points, I missed that playoff spot. But I drafted well. And I'm already the waiver wire king. So, like, yeah, we about to do some stuff. And if I can get this thing lethal like I want it, Lord of mercy. But they say Anthony Richardson coming back this week. If he don't, I got Drake May on the bench. Appreciate you. That boy Kyron back off bye. Appreciate you. RB1 for sure. Jordan Mason is RB2. I also have the New York Giants backfield on the bench with Devin Singletary and Tyrone Tracy now because, you know, seems to be the good way to go. The Sun God and Sam Laporta going up against that shaky because they always win in Minnesota Vikings pass defense. Brian Thomas Jr. If Trevor Lawrence can't get it going against the New England Patriots, I'm sad for Trevor Lawrence. That's all I'm saying. And don't forget about Drizzy. Because what number is Drizzy in fantasy right now? 5. Appreciate you. I'm on my Saint God. Ooh, 17. Brian Thomas Jr., 13. I'm just saying, like, Sam Laporta jumped 7 spots. Kyron Williams was on bye and didn't drop out of his spot. Still number 4 in fantasy. Was on bye and didn't drop. Just saying. That's how running backs, you know. That Broncos defense against the Saints, it's going down for real. Yep. And kickers be kicking. Kickers be kicking. That boy Chris Boswell. On to the old. Yep. Jordan Love, Brees Hall, Stan, Jordan Mason, running back 2. You see it, Terry McLaurin and J-Mo. That's it. That's the money lineup for the week over there. Kyle Pitts. Appreciate you. That boy JK. JK is only in the flex because he play on Monday. And you don't want to be caught if JK can't go and not be able to put like a wide receiver or a tight end or something or running back. So, yep. Appreciate you. And that Broncos defense, like I said. And kickers be kicking that boy Youngway. I got Brandon Ayuk on the bench. I got Cortland Sutton on the bench. And Puka in the IR. Let's talk about Puka in the IR. Puka, Terry McLaurin, J-Mo, Brees Hall, J.K. Dobbins. I don't know. Jordan Mason's starting to shake out a little bit. I mean, I ain't going to say like off in a bad way, but you can definitely tell that the Christian McCaffrey of him is not that. He's more of a bigger back. And so he's been putting up a lot of wide receiver 2 numbers. I keep doing this. Running back 2 numbers lately. So yeah, that's what we're rocking with in the Savvy League. All right. So that is Poopy Pantses. That is lineups. And now the moment that I be waiting for, because sometimes I don't know until right now. As soon as I pull up to this thing, I'm like, oh, that's a good thing. That's a good thing to be upset about. Not upset. I call it a rant. Doesn't mean it's upset. Patience, people. Let's talk about it real fast. Move this over here. You know, I gotta get everything out the way. This mic right in my face. All right. Patience, people. Patience is one thing that I had to learn. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the most patient person I know. I'm not. I'm very, very impulsive, especially when it comes to something I'm passionate about. I should probably work on that. Or maybe I shouldn't, but you know, whatever. Another story for another day. Story for today is patience. You guys heard me talk about Tank Dell and how I drafted Tank Dell. Matter of fact, let me see. I can tell you when I drafted Tank Dell. I drafted Tank Dell in the 6th round. And then, guess what Tank Dell did for the first few weeks of the season? Nothing. So I needed receiver help. So I got him up out of there. And now he has an opportunity. And of course, I knew Vernie was going to scoop him up because Vernie loves Tank Dell as much as I do. Like, I love Tank Dell. That's why I drafted him in the 6th round. Like, 6th round, wide receiver 3. You ever seen that? Me neither. But I wasn't patient with that. And now I got these Brandon Ayuk struggles over here. Wondering if I could put him in and out the lineup or not. Which is why I even went and traded for Terry McLaurin, because Brandon Ayuk was being shaky. I wouldn't have never had to do that had I just kept Tank Dell on the bench. Right? Let me see. I'm gonna go back. Tell y'all how not patient I am. But yeah, Puka got hurt, so there's that. Deontay Johnson, another one. So Deontay Johnson, I just giving you guys an example. I drafted Deontay Johnson in the 7th round. And for the first however many weeks of the season, he didn't have a quarterback. So it wasn't looking too good. And I dropped him, I want to say, the beginning of week 3. And then then Deontay Johnson went off on the waiver wires. And, David got him. Why would you not start that? I would have started that. If I have Deontay Johnson, it's Deontay Johnson and Terry McLaurin. And we doing numbers. So it's like I had 2, Deontay Johnson and Tank Dell. Deontay Johnson and Tank Dell, I drafted both of those wide receivers. Here I am in week 5 and 6 talking about that I was having wide receiver struggles. I had the antidote right there. I'm not patient, people, so I'm really pitching to myself. Like, 2 wide receivers, they were already there. I got them. They were there. I had them in the bag. I got impatient. J-Mo went off for 20 in the first week. I was like, I can get rid of one of these guys. Deontay Johnson didn't do nothing. Tank Nell didn't do nothing. So they were the guys I got rid of. And now they have opportunities. Welcome to fantasy football. So patience, people. Patience. We need more. It's my new favorite emoji. Patience, people. Patience. We need more of this. If you draft it, stick by it. Sometimes your guns have real ammo, so stick to them. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm telling this to myself. Like, sometimes your guns have real ammo. So, it's metaphorically speaking, of course. Don't go out here and try to shoot nobody. You got to be careful with y'all. Stick to your guns. Trust your gut. You know, like, fantasy is a luck-based sport anyway, because we really don't know for real. We think we know. We're speculating. Everything is speculation. You can take the numbers that you have off of what has already happened and try and guess what you think might happen. But you don't really know for real. So, like, don't be out here shunning these podcasters or shunning me because I said if you ain't got shares of da-da-da, go get them, and then they have a trash week. Or if you drafted a tight end this year, you're probably mad all the time in that spot. So, like, patience. Exercise patience. Trust your instincts. Trust your gut. I'm still working on it. I was able to pivot and figure out something that worked decent, but I wouldn't have had to do none of that if I would have just waited. Maybe I would have one more loss, but at least I waited. And I wouldn't be losing. I guess I'm not losing right now. Anyways, I always look at the players that I let go in the first 3 weeks of the season that end up performing. And I realized that my patient meter is like this small. So, but patience wins fantasy championships. They don't want to tell you that. They want you to, I'm not going to say they don't want to tell you that. I'm going to say everybody's emotional. And so, like, we tend to jump the gun quick or whatever the case may be. But we need to be more patient in these streets. I'm 4-2. I could be 5-1 over here too if I had a receiver for that 1 week. But it's time to shut this thing on down. This is the last thing that I'm doing before I take this nap and get ready to go to work. Y'all stay savvy in these streets. It's week 7. You the ops if you my opponent. So good luck to you, but you still the ops. I'm really looking forward to this Olive Garden matchup because it's tops in the league versus tops in the league. So trying to see where we stand with that. That boy's scoring major points over there. So we about to see. But I'm pulling out major victories. Had it, like I said, all I needed was Amon-Ra St. Brown or Drake London to show up week 1. I would also be 6-0. Well, I lost week 1 when my team only scored 80-something points. So, but we're shutting it down. I love you all. It's week 7? Yes, it's week 7. Let's get back to it. We'll see y'all next week. Appreciate you. Love you.